Were you
just
living
killed.
in New York City when that happened?
Yeah, I was. I was not in the city. The day before, on the 10th, I flew to L.A. to pitch a fucking TV show.
Wow.
And my wife was pregnant, and we were living in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, which was right. I mean, you came out of our house, the towers were our view right out the door. And so she was there 6 months pregnant and whammo. And she called me. It was like 9 in the morning in L.A. Or earlier, I guess it was like 6. And she called me and she was just bawling. And I was like, what's wrong? And she couldn't say anything. And I was like, what the fuck is going to... Partly I'm like, am I in trouble? Like, and then she says, turn on the TV. And I saw the towers on fire. And I was like, oh, okay. It's nothing to do with home. This is a world problem, not a me problem.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure that's not my fault. No. Anyway, she handled it really well. Like Todd Barry, you know who Todd, right? He called her. She's the one who told him like what had happened. He woke up not understanding what was happening, and he was really scared, and called my ex-wife, and she calmed him down. She's a good person. But anyway, yes, and I was like, get out of this. I just panic living in Manhattan. Because I grew up with movies like Warriors and with memories like the blackouts, and I wasn't even there for the blackouts, but there was all these blackouts where everybody got killed, and there was a lot of movies about like New York City is shut down and everybody, and you know the wolves come out.
Yeah.
So I thought, as soon as it happened, I told her, get out of Manhattan. There's just going to be people throwing TV sets through windows in like 5 minutes. I just believed
I Am
it.
Legend.
Yes, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
So she got out of there. And then I was on the road, and I was in L.A. I was supposed to pitch a show, and I called the network, and I said, I assume the meeting is canceled. And they said, yeah, but if you want your show to go forward, we have to have, they made me pitch a comedy.
On September 11th?
On the 12th.
Oh, the 12th. Well,
I had
they
to go
gave you
in.
a day off.
What's that?
They gave you a day off.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a day to let everything settle
Yeah, the
in.
12th is my birthday. But so I had to pitch a fucking comedy, and it was hard. I mean, obviously that was, terrible. And then I went back on the road. I was doing gigs. So I was flying as soon as they were flying. There was no airplanes for...
How many days was it?
I don't remember how long they didn't fly for, but I think it was a couple of weeks before a flight went up. I don't remember, but I started flying right away. And the airports were all empty, and everyone was allowed in the lounges, and everyone was getting upgraded to first class because the planes were empty. And for a while, it was part of the protocol. Before the flight takes off, they used to say they would give you the safety stuff, and then they would say you can use your seatbelt, detaches, you can use it as a weapon.
Oh, Jesus.
You can use your seat as a shield. And
they were telling you that?
Yes, they would say this is part of the thing for like the first month after 9/11, and they would say, we're here to protect you, but you have to protect us. They would say that. And there was one flight I took where I was flying first class, like seat 1B. I was right at the bulkhead. And this other guy sitting at one seat across from me, and the captain came out right before the flight, and he kind of squatted between us, and he said, listen, fellas, because it was a red eye. He said, you're the last line of defense. So I need you not to sleep on this flight.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I need you not to sleep on the flight to defend him.
Yeah. But of course, there's part of me that's like, I'm a guy, so I'm like, oh, yes, sir,